So we need a clean dry glass bottle, 1/4 cup each of some chopped cashew nuts as well as walnuts, 1/4 cup each of chopped fruit peel and raisins, which we're not going to chop but keep them whole, 1 cup or 180 ml of dark rum. Now we're going to mix all of these ingredients together, and we're going to ensure that the rum covers up the dry fruits and nuts completely. Give it a good shake, and we're going to store this for at least a minimum of 24 hours. Now we're going to make the caramel syrup. Now we're going to heat a pan and melt 1/2 cup of butter. Now once our butter melts, we're going to add 1 cup of brown sugar, and we're going to melt the sugar along with the butter by stirring continuously on a low flame. Once it starts to melt, which happens quite quickly, we're going to add 1/2 cup of water and stir on a very low flame till it becomes a nice syrup kind of consistency. Continuously keep stirring and then transfer this to a bowl so it cools down to room temperature. Now we're going to prep up the other ingredients. We're going to start by separating 4 eggs, and we're going to beat the egg whites till they're nice and white and stiff and have stiff peaks. So you can use an electric whisk like this, or even a fork, or even a hand whisk. So we're going to beat it till they become nice and airy, and the batter has some nice soft peaks. Now I've taken 2 cups of all-purpose flour maida, and I've added 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Now we're going to drain out the rum from the dry fruits, and we're going to transfer the dry fruits to another bowl, and we're just going to add about 1/4 cup of maida and give it a good mix. By doing this, we ensure that the dry fruits don't sink to the bottom of the cake. And now it's time to make the cake batter. So we're going to take the egg yolks as well as the powdered sugar, which is 1.5 cup of powdered and sieved sugar, and we're going to whisk both of them till they are nice and smooth. So this changes from a pale yellow color to a pale white color. Till then, keep on whisking till you get this nice pale white color. Now we're going to add all the lovely ingredients, starting with 2 tablespoons of orange juice. You can add fresh orange juice or store-bought. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract or vanilla essence. 1/4 cup each of cinnamon powder and dry ginger powder, also known as sunkt, and only 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg powder or zaifal powder. Now we're going to add the caramel syrup which we prepared, which has come to room temperature. Give everything a mix. And now we're going to add our flour and baking powder and baking soda, mix a little at a time, and we're going to fold the batter. So here you're going to use the cut and fold system, and don't whisk it or don't kind of stir it, but give it a cut and a mix, or cut and a fold rather. Now we're going to add the egg whites. Again, we're going to fold in the egg whites. Because this kind of a cake is a little bit on the denser side. It's not a very light and airy cake like a sponge cake. It's more denser. That's why we need to follow the cut and fold method. Now we're going to add our dry fruits and nuts. And last but not the least, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of the rum reserve. That is, once we drained off the the dry fruits and the nuts. We're going to add that. Now we're going to preheat our oven to 180 degrees Celsius, pour the batter into the tin, and we're going to bake this for 50 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. And after 50 minutes, we're going to let the cake cool down to room temperature. And once you insert a knife, once the knife comes out clean, you know your cake is completely ready. So let the cake cool completely for an hour before we cut it. Now you can just upturn the cake and take off the butter paper from the top and the sides. And your cake is all ready to serve or to just slice up and store in an airtight container. This cake is so delicious, and it's just filled with amazing ingredients which make it so very special for Christmas. Now you can store this for about a week or so in an airtight container. And there it is, your Christmas rum, fruit and nut cake. It looks so delicious and it tastes even better. So please go and check out my other recipes. I've put up loads and loads of Christmas